Hey guys, my name is Nick and welcome to my channel. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is back for its third season on Netflix. Kiernan Shipka continues to be perfect as the titular witch, dealing with all kinds of crazy supernatural happenings in the cozy little town of Greendale. Season 3 begins with Sabrina heading straight to hell to save her warlock boyfriend Nick, but in order to do so, she must take up the throne as Queen of Hell, which you think would help her out, being a witch and all, ruling all of hell and whatnot. But nope, the Dark Lord is super pissed, and so Sabrina's coven, their powers are drastically reduced, which certainly does not help when a pagan cult in a traveling carnival comes to Greendale. And how does all of this make sense? Well, it is CW logic if I have ever seen it, and that brings me to my main point about this show, in that it's clearly made for the CW crowd. Now, being the horror fan that I am, I like all things spooky, and I grew up in the 90s with the Sabrina TV show, so I love the idea of this show. With its candy-coated gothic aesthetic, I am here for it. However, the writing of this show frames it as nothing but a basic teen soap opera. I mean, when Harvey and Sabrina broke up like 2 seasons ago, I was like, oh, I see what's happening. This is clearly just to do the same thing that every single TV show ever does and play that will they, won't they romance game. And it's just like, you know, you can do that properly if you weave the developments with the narrative in a entertaining and decent way, but this is clearly everything in Sabrina. All of the character work feels like it is just drama for the sake of drama. Each episode has its own magic-centric adventure for our characters to play out, which can be fun in the moment, but I don't really feel like the episodes really tell a cohesive season arc. It kind of feels like at times we gotta smush things together, we gotta force a little bit, we kinda gotta do a little bit of writing magic in order to make things get back on track, and I really can't overlook that. And what I have to say works for and against Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is the way that it uses all different types of references, from fairy tale to folklore to movies, both classic and modern. It can be cool to see some of these things that we know on screen. However, at times it also feels like it's being super lazy and basic. You noticing a theme here with Sabrina the Teenage Witch? Like, there's an episode where the witches have this picnic festival in the woods, and they're all in these white gowns and flower crowns, and it just felt to me like this was shooting when Midsummer came out, and they were probably like, we should do that. That's cool. I do think that Kiernan Shipka is perfectly cast as Sabrina, and I love Miranda Otto as Aunt Zelda. But otherwise, I would just say, you know, the acting is fine. The writing is just so weak. I mean, some of the actors are also quite weak. I mean, hell, I really should up my game with my submissions. I could easily slip my way into one of these writers' rooms doing this basic writing. I can do the same thing every other TV show does. That's all Sabrina's doing. With all of these complaints, I do have to say that I did have fun with this season a little bit, and at times, I did get into it. But then it does some straight up cringy stuff, like there is a scene where our cheerleaders are performing while singing It's Tricky, and it straight up looks like a Kids Bop music video. If you're in for the fun and the aesthetic, then chances are you're probably already binging Season 3. And I do think that it was better than Season 2, which was downright hard to watch at times, but I'm not exactly clamoring for a Season 4. I'm gonna give Season 3 of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina a 2.5 out of 5. I was kind of bordering on a 3 out of 5. Again, I think this is fun enough. It is just like the perfect type of Halloween show. But having fun in the moment doesn't amount to much, because after finishing it, I'm looking back and all I can really think of are all of the stupid things that happened. Now, what I will say closing out is that I do appreciate how bloody and violent this gets for a TV-14 show. I mean, it does kind of go there at times. There's some excellent special effects, on some of the monsters and weirder demons. So that I do have to give them props for that. What did you guys think of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina? Let me know in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching this video. And if you've been to my channel before and you've supported other videos, I just want to say thank you so much. I wanted to say thank you once I hit 10,000 views, which I know, I'm not even like a baby YouTuber. I'm like a spermicidal YouTuber. But still, I was like, oh, so close to hitting 10,000 views. And before I know it, I'm now close to 12,000 views. I mean, I really just cannot thank everyone enough who has been watching the videos, whoever is commenting, liking. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I greatly appreciate it. Please continue to support this. I'm of course trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, because who isn't on YouTube? So thank you again. Hit me up in the comments below. Let's talk Sabrina. Like this video, share it with your friends, and I'll see you in my next video.